This is the Wikipedia definition of it. It's the practice of traveling to foreign countries, often in the global south, with the intention, so that's the first key word, it's the intention of engaging in paid, P-A-I-D, S activity or relationships. So let's read it back again, because I know these guys don't want to understand what this is. It's the practice of traveling to foreign countries, often in the global south. So that's Southeast Asia, South America, certain parts of Eastern Europe, all the way down to Sub-Saharan Africa, with the intention, there's an intent, of engaging in paid, that's the second component, S activity or relationship. These guys are mega violators because they do it even in multiple destinations. They're doing it in multiple destinations. I'll cut you some slack if you just went to Kenya or you went somewhere else and maybe that relationship didn't work out, but at least you're going to other countries that are not known for this. And they bring up my Colombian experience. I learned Spanish in Colombia, okay? I'm more culturally immersed in Colombia. Sometimes in life, there are certain countries that you like and certain countries that you don't like. They don't talk about all the South American countries that I've been to. Remember, I've been to 54 countries. These guys don't know me, so they just keep talking. I've been to 54 countries, 54 of them, some of them multiple times. There are certain countries I love, and there's certain countries that I don't love. That's a preference, and that's okay. You know, there's some certain countries that I feel are boring. They're not my style. I'm not gonna disrespect them, but I just don't like. I don't like going there, right? And there's certain countries that you're gonna gel with and you're gonna like. Some countries have more potential than the others. There's certain countries that you're gonna have success in. There's some countries you won't have success in. And as young as we are, me and my wife, we're already thinking retirement. I'm sure a lot of you have heard me say that. A lot of us are already thinking retirement. This is what a lot of dumb people don't understand about life. The things that we're building is for our futures. We've already planned that out. But you have all these slow thinking men that don't want to expand their wealth. They don't want to expand their knowledge. And all they think about is sex. That's it. This is why they're so offended by this. Nothing I say here is radical at all. It's not radical. But once you start going towards that argument, you're already a bitch, is what I said it earlier on. The over-feminization of the American men just made them bitches that they're just not aware of, but they are. They have all of them have feminine traits. A lot of them do. A lot of them do. They're just women. Like they make arguments like women. They react like women. They're emotional. They go when they're in on these panels. They can't even allow people to finish their thoughts. Like it's like it's like a congregation of bitches, and it shows. And that's why they don't excel in relationships. Is what I'm saying. And as long as you're gonna keep doing that, you say who well, I'm telling you, man, as long as you guys are going to keep doing that, you will not have the outcomes you desire. Because the outcomes are going to be with foreign women from the developing world. And you Americans have no idea, and you cannot beat me at that because I am part of that same community that you're dealing with right now. I know the psyche, I know the mentality, I know the tricks, I know the games. I wouldn't say anything. But God, man, I hope you fail. Because if you fail, I'll come here and I'll mock you. That's the difference between me and you. I'll take your results, bring it here, and give you a good lashing. That cannot happen to me. You're just going to go look at stuff on my pages and try to make a narrative that doesn't even exist. You're not going to win that because it's not true. I don't care, But one of you is going to fall off. There's a woman that is going to leave your house and get that green card when she gets here. And I will laugh at you. You're gonna go to South America and get scoped. Some of you will die. If you die, I'll probably give you a pass. I will talk about you, but at least I'll give you that respect. But the people that survive scope attacks and they can wake up to tell their story, heck yeah, I'm gonna laugh at you. And I'm encouraging Africans to start scoping y'all too. And there's nothing criminal about it. You're coming here to commit crimes anyway. If you're not committing crimes here, it won't happen to you. But if you're coming here to commit crimes, then you're gonna fuel a criminal network, is what I'm saying. People are not smart enough to understand this. That if you come here and you're committing these crimes, you're also gonna fuel a criminal behavior. You think Colombians are just scoping because they want to? I live there, so I understand it. They are scoping because they have to make money off of people that are coming here to exploit them. That's why they have no mercy when they do that. I've overheard them tell me in the barrios. I actually had an opportunity to interview a lady that was big time scoper in Medellin. I have to look for that video and publish it. It should be on one of my SDs from the days I lived in Colombia. You know, you are fueling a criminal organization and criminal organizations. And as long as you want to belong to that part of people's countries, you're not that safe. You're never gonna be that safe. Some of you are gonna get nicked, some of you are gonna get scoped, some of you are gonna get robbed, you know, and sometimes the few that make it, the movement come here and they're gonna leave you. And when you go over there, you may not have the careers and the job to remain there. So keep at it. If you don't want to take my advice, you don't need to come on my channel. You can unsubscribe. I already told you that. This channel is for mature men. If you're not a mature man, you can unsubscribe. You don't have to watch me. I will stream even with 0 people watching. I can go back to it I can go back to it as references when finally somebody drops. When you start dropping in Africa and you start dropping and they're bringing your bodies over, then I can go back to this video and make that reference. And I said, what? You see, I told you so. You don't want to even take an opinion from an American that is of African descent, that lived most of his youth life in Africa and comes to Africa as often as it gets. Even y'all don't want to take advice from me. Somebody that is actually looking out for Americans by telling you deep thought how we psychologically process life and why we do things. Y'all don't even want that. But you expect me to have sympathy when they scope you? I'll laugh. I mean, the only time I'll create an exception is if it takes your life. Because I don't want to support that to that extreme. But at least you're gonna go down knowing that Nana told you. So this is it. Yes, it's a practice of traveling to foreign countries, often in the global south, with the intention of engaging in paid sexual activity. If you're paying for that stuff, you're already a loser, man. So why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? You know, why? That says a lot about you. You don't belong on this channel if you are. This channel is for people that want to mature and grow. The reason that you are the topic of the last 2 weeks, because I haven't really talked about you all that long, maybe about the last 2 weeks, which is kind of messing up my algorithm, to tell you the truth. So I'm going to start moving away from it, is that you guys just don't want to grow up. It's what I've realized. And I'm like, I can't redeem you. The only thing that is going to redeem them is when they take L's. And even when you laugh at them, they don't want you to laugh at them. Shit, I'm going to laugh at you, man. I'll laugh at you. So the organization of holidays, that's another definition. The organization of holidays with the purpose of taking advantage of the lack of restrictions imposed on sexual activity and prostitution by some foreign countries. So this really expands what it is, you know? And why is this a big deal? Why am I talking about it? I can see Freeman saying, how does that affect me? It affects me because they're doing this on my continent. Now, if you guys want to do that, I mean, I don't encourage that because I think this really fuels the women of the West to use this against the men. They're laughing at y'all too. Have you been on TikTok lately to see that lady from Kenya is getting love and applause? I just saw a video of her like literally an hour ago before I started the stream. They are loving on her, including American women. Some of them are telling her to be the committee member, the head of the women. That's what you all have created. So heck yeah, you're embarrassing a whole bunch of men. So of course it's very important for us to talk about. The same woman that you ran away from, you were winning because you left them. But then when you start to fail, you give them ammunition to make TikToks about you and laugh about you. Okay? And barring these decisions that I've provided to you, the practice of traveling to foreign countries, often in the global south, with the intention of engaging in paid sexual activity or relationships, the organization of holidays with the purpose of taking advantage of the lack of restrictions imposed on sexual activity and prostitution by some foreign countries. That is essentially what a passport bro is. It's not a black person. It's anybody